Hello, it's Carrie Cordy. It's been a few days since I made a video. That last one, God. It did take a bit out of me. But the last few days, the last week really, have been truly something else. Uh, so many things have been coming to a head with me. And, God, there's been probably two or three women that I was friends with, and there was potentially something that, they just way over interpreted my intentions or something. I guess I don't come across right. It's been a constant problem with me. Um, the other one is with my oldest, dearest friend, and he just won't talk to me. I don't know why. There's some big stuff going on in his life, I know. But it really sucks because the other stuff I'm dealing with is really hard, and I need, you know, good people. And, like I told one friend, the contact list in my phone is shrinking, it's not growing. And, you don't need to know the rest of that because it was personal between me and my friend. And, there was another person last night I had to send a message to, and it's somebody I don't get the chance to really talk to. But, it's interesting how I'm handling this. Because I have some amazing friends. You really find out who your friends are when shit really hits the fan, and I'm facing something really scary. Um, Basically like 7-8 days scary. Something's really coming down to the wire with me. I need to hear back on one thing, but we'll see. Um, there's just one thing I need to hear back on, and it's just one stupid official little step. You know how that thing kind of goes. It's a part of life, and it is what it is, and, I'm just going to deal with it like anything in life. I will take it as it comes, and I will deal with that. I might as well tell the story of, God, count the many times I'm saying, fuck. When I was really little, we had this short hallway, and we used to put, our back against one wall and our feet against the other, and we'd shimmy our way up. And in with this one particular hallway in the basement, there was a nail halfway up. And one day, I got stuck on it. It was in my upper back, and it was, God, well within an inch of my spine. I have the scar still. Anyway, I got hung up on the nail. God, it hurt. It's the most pain I've ever been in. And my brothers and sisters were, let's say, 15 feet away in the next room. They were watching TV, and I was screaming for help. And I got, you just want attention, you're faking it. If I have to come in there, you'll really be sorry. I remember at one point I was in so much pain. Nobody could help me, and there was nothing. There was nothing I could do but sit there and hang. There was one point, and the madness was about to take me. It was just too much. And I heard a voice that said my birth name. It said, Sam, experience the pain for what it is, because your fear of it is making it worse. Your struggle against it's making it worse. So just feel it for what it is. And I did. By God, I did. My mom found me. When she found me, I was whistling. And of course she freaked. Why didn't you call for help? I said I did, but nobody came. And at this point, my mom is just screaming for my brothers and sisters, why didn't you do anything? Why? My mom has been trying to get me off the nail, but she can't. I had been there so long. My skin had started to grow over it. And my mom had to lift me up while my two oldest siblings had to work the skin out of, the nail out of the skin. And my scar kind of looks like it's a circle with like a little half moon pointing up, because it's the fold of skin coming down. And as horrible as that was, I'll never forget it. And I was really little. I don't know, God, like preschool age? Maybe a little bit older, I don't know. I was really little. But I was abandoned and betrayed by everybody in my life growing up. And this happened a lot. And I got angry, I got bitter. Most definitely. But those are things I had to deal with. They were very hard. And to this day, they are hard. But I will always get up. And even if it's something like drawing a design in the carpet while I'm trying not to think about thoughts that will just send me down the toilet of life. I just love those metaphors. Because when I've been working in a lot, toilet works for everything. Not everything. So that's a big story from my life. There was another instance I was thinking about just the other day. And as a boy, I couldn't flirt with women. And even looking at them, I felt like, it was unwanted. And I felt like I was hurting them. And I didn't know how to express myself. Yeah, I don't know how many women truly liked me, but because I wasn't able to reciprocate or make that move, it was a big, big thing with me. And I went a long, long time without even asking a woman. But I've had women friends. I've had a lot of women friends. And when I say I hadn't asked out on a date, I really mean that I hung out and that kind of thing, and there were girls that things got real close with, but ultimately it didn't happen. I'm becoming a person who is comfortable in her skin and who recognizes herself more and more every day. Because as a child, I began that thought in the middle of the sentence. The pictures of me as a child, unless I'm really, really familiar with the photo, I can't recognize myself and this has gone on for a long time with me. Um, the the time it really was made very clear to me that was the case was at my mother's funeral, and somebody had made this long, you know, photo slideshow to music of her life and her children. And I watched it bits and pieces. Ultimately I saw the whole thing. And the person came, more than one, but in this specific instance, the person came up to me. And she said, "Did you notice how much you were in that? And you were in that more than anybody else was." And I looked at her like, "Really? I didn't notice." And she's like, "Did you even watch it?" It's like, "Yeah, I did." I honestly didn't. I saw, I didn't see me. I used to get drunk. There were a lot of years where when I was in the bathroom, I'd look in the mirror and I would say over and over, "Who are you? Who are you?" And I couldn't get an answer, and I truly didn't see myself. I couldn't recognize what I saw. And now, as the changes on the hormones and I start to look more feminine, this has been the third day where I've gone out without, the heavy foundation. And that's been so nice because I feel like a woman. That is so important, is that I feel it when nobody's around, nobody's looking at me, that I can feel it. That is the most amazing thing. I went a lifetime without feeling this. That's what people need to understand. Until you've gone without it, you really don't understand how much it means. Something so simple as looking in a mirror can bring me to tears. You know how long I went showering in the middle of the night, in the dark. Oh, and, that part's not so hard. But there's still so much I've got to come to terms with. But for the first time, I don't feel like life has passed me by. And I'm willing to stand up and put my heart out there in complete honesty. And say, this is me. And I'm finding there are people that can't deal with that. And you know what? I'm able to deal with that. I cannot wait to see what my life brings. I can't wait. And to everybody, thank you for listening. Yeah, I really hope that this means something. Until next time.